Hello and welcome everyone. Today we have Nirvi Khanal as our guest. He is going to take us through his Wildcard team. Before we start Wildcard team, let's see how your team perform in Gameweek 27.
Yeah, sure. So last week I trusted Robertson and Salah over other Arsenal players
Mm-hmm.
because the thing was Liverpool hit seven past United in the previous
Yeah,
game. So we thought that they were back in form, but
yeah,
that was a huge mistake because it was not Anfield.
yeah,
So yeah, Bournemouth they are trying to get up from the relegation zone, so they are fighting and especially in the back, so they were defending very well.
yeah,
And also, I think it was kind of early goal.
yeah. It was a trap owning Liverpool after that game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's why I couldn't score a bit more points, and also the fact that I didn't have one of Mitoma and McAllister.
yeah,
They did have a good haul as well. I think they had double figure.
yeah. But thankfully, Marzi scored again in the second
Thankfully,
second
not
mixer.
scored in the second match, although not getting any point in the first one, being robbed.
Yeah,
Let's say, yeah, and it was a good choice playing Raya over the two game weeks. He provided 9 points, but I had De Gea who scored eight anyways. So I used my one transfer for to get Raya over De Gea, but I'm gonna wildcard anyways. So
mhm,
yeah, so this is how my team was. Saka has been blanking for the last two games. So
yeah,
hopefully he won't blank this game with provided it's at home against Crystal Palace. So I'll probably have Saka and yeah, Odegaard is also in a good form, and also they got knocked out from the Europa League
yeah,
today.
yeah. And they lost in penalties.
And yeah, I guess Gabriel Jesus also started the match.
Yeah, yeah. Gabriel just started. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
And
he
I think
will.
you will be soon starting in the Premier League as well.
Maybe less number of matches for less minutes for Trossard, or maybe Gabriel Martinelli and Trossard could share the minutes. Saka seems to be nailed on from the right flank,
Yeah.
and yeah, for the striker position, we do have Arsenal do have Jesus. Jesus
Who
now.
do you think will be benched? Martinelli or Trossard?
Yeah, I think well, Trossard has been playing like an alternate
False
in the
nine?
in the absence of Jesus. So
Yeah.
I think yeah, Trossard will be sacrificed and Martinelli will start more often.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So City they managed to score a goal against
Yeah.
Crystal Palace. It was a tight one, just one goal.
Hmm.
Mm, that's good to have some City players as well, although they don't have any fixtures in the next game, number 28. And
Haaland
yeah,
scored from penalty spot, I think, in that
yeah,
game.
this was from
Palace
penalty.
versus.
Yeah, yeah, and unfair to Man United and Casemiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was a red.
That was a harsh red card,
Yeah, that was
That-
red and also a second red in this season, which means he will be
yeah.
he'll be facing four matches ban. So not looking good for United. Mm,
Yeah. Now
and
they have considered so many goals when Casemiro has not started. They have
yeah,
lost many
of course,
goals and considered
of
as
course.
well.
So we need to keep that in mind as well. So very few midfielders, maybe back to McFred now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Newcastle back in winning form. They were kind of drawing or losing,
Yeah.
but Newcastle back in form. Almiron back in the scoring sheet. Trippier back in the assist sheet.
Yeah, the
Uh,
surprising thing is many managers they have transferred in Almiron, even though
oh,
he has not scored. I mean, he blanked so in so many games
hmm,
before he scored in that game, and now people have jumped into him. I'm not sure
yeah,
if he will continue scoring.
yeah, and the fixtures from yesterday: Brighton one goal against Crystal Palace. March. It was good that March was on the score sheet because I had captained him.
Mhm.
And also Stepinian with two bonus. Steely was with free bonus. He
Yeah,
had a
he
good.
saved
Yeah,
so many shots.
yeah, he's playing well. And Tony and Wisa with a very last goal seems at the very end of the match. So this is how this game week went. So what we can take from this game week is that Liverpool they're in form, while in Anfield you can't be much sure about them when they are playing away from Anfield.
Yes.
Everton as well, they could be good at home, and that often one goal win. Same with Arsenal, I guess they had a one goal win over Arsenal. So
Yeah.
yeah, they keep doing this at times.
Yeah, Sundice has made Tortmore Park. I mean, Goodison Park is the
Listen,
Tortmore. Like, yeah,
yeah,
team used to go to Burnley and they couldn't score and they used to lose 1-0 and 2-0.
yeah,
So Everton, it looks like a tough away fixer for Everton.
yeah. And also a bit surprising that Chelsea they were expected to keep clean sheet. Even I was
Yeah,
expecting Chelsea to keep clean sheet,
you
but
had
even
started Kepa?
no, I didn't have anyone from
Oh,
Chelsea. But
yeah,
yeah, it was good that they didn't get the clean sheet. Yeah. Apart from that, Chilwell got the goal, so I've transferred in Chilwell for the next game week playing wildcard.
yeah.
Yeah, this is my wildcard team.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
So
I'm
let
not
us.
I'm not looking for all 11 players playing in Game Week 28. I'm rather focusing towards players who have double in 29.
Mhm, yeah,
And also,
yeah. We have blank in 28.
yeah,
Brighton, mainly Brighton
also
and
there,
United.
there are few players who I wouldn't like to sell, like Haaland, Rashford, and yeah, even Shaw. I don't want to sell these guys. And also provided the fact that yeah, maybe if I sell Saland, it will be a huge loss for me because I will have to eventually buy him later. So I bought him for very cheap, and if I have to sell him, then I will have to sell him for 11.8. And if I have to buy him, and let's say if his price goes up, then I'll have to buy him for some 12.2 probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this is how my team looks for the next game week. Maybe I'll make some other transfers as well. Not sure about that. But the target is game week 29 bench boost.
Okay. So yeah, you have Chilwell, Trippier, and Zinchenko from Arsenal in
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
And yeah. So why Chilwell?
Yeah, he scored a goal in the last game,
Mhm.
and also seems like he will be starting more often now.
Yeah, and his fixers as well.
Yeah, and the
What's
fixtures, I think they have double game like Aston Villa home and Liverpool home.
yeah,
So yeah, now Chelsea they need to be back in form. They've been struggling, so it could be good to see them uh, scoring goals. They're
mhm.
starting to score goals. I hope for their clean sheet as well. Maybe they can keep a clean sheet, at least one clean sheet, because it's
Yeah. Out,
Burnley and
out of the three games,
yeah,
good.
both of the games are at home, so I hope they will keep some clean sheet. And speaking about Trippier, he's been in good form. Even if he can't get any clean sheet, he will bag an assist.
Yeah,
So yeah, for that, that's why I kept him. Plus, he has a double game week in 29. That's
yeah,
one of the reasons. I would like to have Arsenal's three guys from
yeah.
Arsenal,
Mhm.
although they don't have any double game week in the next game week. But Crystal Palace at home seems to be a very easy fixture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
In
yeah,
midfield, you have gone with Saka, Odegaard from Arsenal, and Madison.
yeah,
Interesting pick there.
Madison. Also, Madison he has a double game week in 29, and although he didn't, I mean he blanked against Chelsea, but
Yeah,
I think he could come back. He could be
yeah,
back in form, but
yeah,
not
and
sure.
Fixtures as well. It seems quite easy for Leicester. I mean, it's
Yeah, so it's Crystal Palace away and Aston Villa home. So how
Mhm.
are Aston Villa doing? Watkins backs a goal once or twice. He was in a run from 21 game week 21 until 25. He had
Yeah.
been scoring in every game week. Just blanked against Crystal Palace. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he has been bagging goals.
Yeah.
Also bonus point two or one at times. So that's
And
why
he's playing against Bournemouth. I think it's a captaincy choice as well for this game week.
I, Yeah, it could be. Yeah, but the thing is, Bournemouth are looking good in defense as well because of the relegation battle that they are facing.
Hmm.
They need to get out of the relegation zone, so they might focus on grabbing a goal in on the break and
Yeah.
then trying to keep that lead, trying to defend that lead and maybe win just 1-0. It was good. They were having good lead at Arsenal, but yeah, they couldn't
Yeah. At the
manage.
last minute they considered, and they have now self confidence since they have won against Liverpool. One
Yeah,
no. Yeah.
yeah. So if you see Bournemouth's recent results, then yeah, the 3-2 loss against Arsenal. Apart
Mhm.
from that, yeah, maybe well,
Yeah. It's
well,
because they have considered.
City, but yeah, they have quite often bagged a goal for a win.
Wow. Away from home, they
Yeah,
won
away
actually.
from home as well, and they drew against Newcastle, so
Mhm.
they have
Yeah,
been
they have not
defending.
considered much that much
Yeah,
this
apart
two
from
game.
City and Arsenal, they look good. So yeah, since it's against Aston Villa, it could be a tight game.
Hmm.
Yeah, I expect, I guess, 1-1
Yeah,
Aston
maybe
Villa
so.
in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, Bournemouth recently only Philip Billing has been scoring.
Mhm.
Not the main striker. Is kind of a central mid. Just reaches near the post and bags a goal from the cross. And also we have nice fixture Brentford and Leicester. I'm not sure what's going on with Tony. He is also on that yellow card fisk. So if
Yeah, looks like if he gets another yellow card, then he will be suspended for 2 game weeks
yeah,
because
yeah,
he
yeah.
get yellow cards.
So that's another thing that you will have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just play Tony for now and maybe transfer him out in the next game week.
Yeah, so if he gets a yellow card and a goal against Leicester, and he's suspended for 29, so it's easy to
Yeah, it would be easy. But
go
if he
back.
doesn't get,
Maybe
yeah, if he
hours or
doesn't
Chelsea
get,
to
I
replace him.
mean, same was the case with Mitrovic in the earlier double game week, if you remember. So,
Yeah, in game week
Mitrovic,
in
yeah, he,
21.
he he got a yellow card. He played in only one of the two double game week fixtures.
Yeah,
So yeah, same could be the case. Tony could survive the yellow card for this game week, and then maybe get a yellow card get booked in the first game week, first match of the game week 29. So
yeah,
yeah, that could be a case as well. Risky decision for managers. So I hope he gets a yellow card this game week.
yeah. And Saka though he blanked in last 2 game weeks. Everybody owned him, and they scored 6 or 5 goals in the last 2 game weeks. But Saka he blanked.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he blanked against Fulham when Arsenal scored three. He blanked against Bournemouth when they scored three.
Yeah,
So yeah, no, I'm not sure what's going on with him.
yeah,
So yeah, maybe wait for his price to rise since everyone is having Saka and maybe sell him for
yeah.
other Arsenal or other double game weeker.
Saka he himself plays fantasy. He manages
Yeah,
his team,
yeah,
and
yeah, he does. Or
yeah,
I could do
and
this.
he captains someone else instead of him.
Okay. If Jesus comes in, then I could just do this, given Tony's in risk, and
Mhm.
then maybe get
But you
whom.
would have hope from Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, I will. I will remove Saka for sure.
Oh, okay.
And yes, see any double game weaker for 29.
What
Mm,
about Havertz from Chelsea? He seems to have good underlying stats and he has
yeah,
got
but
decent
Havertz is forward, so I will have to sacrifice either Watkins or Haaland.
to afford Havertz. You don't have the fund.
No, I can, but I already have three forwards, and Havertz is a forward. He's not a
Oh.
mid, so that's why.
No,
Yeah,
I
we.
mean in place of Jesus.
Oh, in place of Jesus. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. That could
I mean,
also
if
be.
if Tony gets a yellow card and he's out, then
Yeah,
Havertz could be easy replacement.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
could be. Yeah, not sure. Just
Okay.
check.
So in mid you got Saka. We talked already about Madison and Saka, and so Odegaard you have captain against Palace.
I haven't fixed my captaincy yet. I need to decide. Maybe. Well, he's in a good form. Even playing as a kind of center mid, he has been bagging goals.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the fixtures. I mean the run they have.
Is also because since they're not in FA Cup as well now, so they've
Yeah.
been knocked out of FA Cup and also Europa Cup, so they have only Premier League to focus.
Yeah.
And also all of their players are now fit. They have a good squad, good depth in squad. So yeah, anything could happen. So Arsenal could go win the league even despite the tough fixtures at
Yeah.
some point. Or they could bottle it as
Hmm.
always.
Yeah. Yeah. So another midfield you have Rashford. By the
Yeah,
way,
I'm keeping
did you
him
see the
for
goal he
the
scored
20.
against Betis? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of well. I was surprised because well, he was getting from chances from 6 yard from close range.
Mhm.
He was not. He wasn't even having good first thought, and then yeah, he was kind of frustrated. But all of a sudden, he bags a goal from bit long range, kind of like a power shot on FIFA 23.
Yeah. So in forward you have got Watkins, Tony, and Haaland. Many
Yeah,
people have transferred out Haaland, because he is
yeah.
blanking
Well,
and he plays against Liverpool.
yeah, he did bag 5 goals against RB Leipzig. So and
Yeah.
that was at home.
Mhm.
And they are playing Liverpool at home. So yeah, I think City will definitely. Well, it could be a good game. Liverpool are not in that good form against big opponents, especially away. If it
Mhm.
was in Anfield, then things could have been a bit different.
Yeah.
But it's at Etihad. I think Haaland will bag a goal or two.
Yeah, and if you look at the number of goals Liverpool have conceded when they played away game,
Mm,
uh, if you could see their history, Liverpool's, they have conceded many goals
mm,
in away games.
in our games, right? Yeah. Mm, away. So, okay. Away. Okay. 3 goals conceded against Wolves. 3 goals against Brighton. 3 goals against Brentford.
Yeah.
Uh,
So their away form has not been great,
yeah, their
and
form is not
they
that
play
good.
against inform Haaland. Then so yeah, it's a risky move taking
Yeah.
him out.
Yeah. So after Liverpool, they have Southampton, Leicester, Brighton. So yeah, easy fixtures.
Yeah, after game week 30, many will take him back, transfer him in
Mm,
because the
yeah.
Southampton Leicester fixtures.
Yeah,
And
so I'll probably just keep him.
okay, so you have Alan Watkins and Tony, yeah?
Yeah,
And
one. And on the bench, I had March.
mhm,
I transferred him out for McAllister. Not sure. I could maybe get McAllister back or maybe get Mitoma back. Because Mitoma has been the most informed player out of these three. Alexis McAllister is he's in penalties on and also playing like a central
Yeah,
attacking.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, yeah. He has a great stats since he is playing as a number 10,
yeah, yeah,
and yeah, he could easily get an assist or goal in the last game.
yeah. That could be a case, or maybe I would also go with Mitoma.
Mhm.
Mitoma. Yeah, it does provide an assist at
Yeah,
times.
three consecutive assists in 3 games.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how my team is for now.
And
Um,
you have only 10 players for playing this game.
only 9 players.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm focusing towards game week 29, so I'm not really bothered about 28 because it's a blank game
You
week.
know,
So,
you could get one more player who plays this game and transfer.
mm, probably, yeah, probably I could sell one of these three.
Maybe saw
Mm,
to another.
Another Chelsea defender.
mm,
So if you go to fixed difficulty rating, mm, yeah, so maybe Bournemouth player, or maybe yeah Chelsea. They have 3 home fixtures coming up. Or maybe Leeds. I can't be sure about Leeds because they've also got Arsenal away, and Leicester. They've got good fixtures, even though they have 2 away fixtures,
mm,
1 home, and yeah, Nottingham Forest as well. Although it's against Newcastle, but yeah, they could bag some goals. So I think the safe pick would be to go with Chelsea.
yeah. You could go saw to one of Newcastle defense, Botman, or he
Mm,
plays this game week and in 29 also he doubles.
yeah,
And thing is, United they tend to concede a lot when Casemiro don't play.
yeah,
So you would have 10 players, and in game of 29 you would have double from Liverpool. I
yeah.
mean Newcastle defense.
Okay, we'll think about it. We still got a lot for before the
Mhm.
deadline. Mm, Probably during double game week, maybe I will just play Trippier.
So in game week 29, Trippier
Maybe,
and
maybe I will not play Saka and play another.
are you going to bench boost in game week 29?
Yeah, I think yeah, I need to bench boost.
Okay, so you got three Arsenal players for bench.
Probably I will transfer out the Arsenal players for some double game week players, but
Which one?
not before game week 28 for game week
Yeah,
20.
in 29, United double looks decent. Uh, Bruno Fernandes would have been in everyone's team had
Mm,
Casemiro did not suspended.
yeah, yeah, maybe Saka. I will remove Saka and get Fernandez. And if I make one more transfer, then I will have to go -4.
Yeah,
So I think this should be fine, just fine. Yeah, maybe this is how I can go. I can make one transfer or two because it's a double game week. So
yeah.
-4 make
And who are you captain in that? Yeah,
that one.
captain.
In that one, I will probably captain Rashford because in the previous double game week he provided good
Mm.
number of points. So probably I'll captain him.
Look at the predicted points here. It's 143.
Yeah, I hope I get one for the day.
Wow.
Okay, and in the next game we get 64 points. How well does it work? Have you tried this one? I tried matching the expected points and the real point
No,
value.
I'm not sure about this website's predicted
Hmm.
points. Let's see.
I should
Let's
try
see.
for this week.
Yeah, let's see what's
Let's see
gonna be
how
the
that
score.
goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I captain? Let's say I captain Tony. Then will the predicted points change?
Mm.
No, it's still 143. If I captain Estupinian, okay, it's 149. If PPL 142, if Kepa 141, doesn't make much sense. Again, Ireland 138. Okay, yeah, probably it will be good to go with Rashford again.
And aren't you going to bring another third Brighton player for game week 29?
Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I have already transferred out March for McAllister.
Oh,
Yours left Brighton. Yeah, McAllister.
and in bench boosting in game week 29, you could still do Odegaard to one of those midfield from
Yeah,
Brighton.
well, since I'm bench boosting, since I it's double game week, I could still do -8 as well to get
Okay.
them all double game weekers. So if I Odegaard to who? Maybe Almiron? Oh, it just decreases.
Maybe March or Mitoma.
Mm, yeah, of course. Probably March this time,
Hmm.
and yeah, probably.
You could keep those three, Stephen and Mac, Alistair and March.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. And also, let's say if Tony gets a yellow card in game week 28, and if he's not there for 29, then
Yeah.
Brentford could be in a big trouble because their only man who scores 80% of their goals is Tony,
Yeah.
so they could be hurt. Also, they are playing both away games in 29,
Oh
so
yeah. And in August informed teams, Brighton
yeah,
they have
yeah,
informed United as
inform
well.
Brighton.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see how it goes in 28. So
Mhm.
if that happens, then I will have to transfer out Tony as well. I can do that, or I could just play safe and transfer out Tony in the wild card itself, in game week 28 itself, and get Havertz maybe.
Yeah. He has decent fixers, and he has decent underlying stats. He has
Yeah, it's all depends on Tony getting yellow card in 28, or well, he's gonna get yellow card at some point, but I don't know when.
uh, now let's talk about you know team by team, which players we could pick for
Yeah,
this
sure.
game from FPL website.
For this game, week, right?
Yeah, from Arsenal, from Brighton, or
Huh?
from Brentford.
Yeah. So this game week we have only one, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Mhm. Let's
So
say if someone is playing a Freight, then which which players would they pick from the team center? From
well, you will have to go through the history. So if they are playing free hit, then I think I would ask them to target. players who will maybe Trippier you would target, and
And
yeah,
maybe
maybe
Almiron or Botman.
yeah. But the thing is, Nottingham Forest. If you go through their history, I think at home they're playing well. Last home game week they drew against Everton, and we often outsee this guy Johnson,
Yeah,
but he had been bagging goals, 2 goals against Everton, and I think it was one more.
yeah. Let's
Yeah,
continue.
yeah. For this game week, yeah. Well, you can back Newcastle players as well. Maybe back Trippier for assist. Maybe back Trippier and Almiron.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back in the scoring sheet. So yeah, I would back Trippier and Almiron from Newcastle. Maybe Johnson from Nottingham Forest as well,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and also just yeah, and Isaac as well. Isaac is back in form now, so maybe Trippier, Almiron, two of Trippier, Almiron, and Isaac. Maybe just could go with Isaac and Trippier as well.
Yeah. And from game against Aston Villa versus Bournemouth.
Yeah, from this I would say get Watkins.
Mm-hmm.
Get Watkins because he's in form. He has been scoring goals.
Yeah.
Last game was 1-1 against West Ham, so he manages to get a goal from here or there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on
And
a good.
bonus points as well. He tends to accumulate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Watkins is a must-have.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brentford and Leicester. So can't say maybe just get Tony. Maybe he will try to avoid the yellow card
Yeah.
because yeah, it's
Maybe
a risk.
Rooney and Madison.
Tony and Madison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Madison, if you see his recent stats, he's not like bagging goals, providing
Mhm.
assists, but also given that um, I think that if you are playing just the free hit, then it wouldn't be a good choice to go with Madison for this game week. Because let's say if you are not playing free hit but just trying to transfer in, then maybe Madison could be a good choice because sometimes he backs goals out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and I think it could be a good differential.
Mhm.
So Brentford playing at home, you see some other players apart from Tony as well. They managed to get a goal or two, like this guy Wisha. I'm not saying that Wisha will get the goal, but yeah, there are other midfielders and defenders as well. You could target from Brentford, like Jensen also gets goal at times.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. So you'd have Jensen and Tony from this game.
No, no, from Brentford, maybe I will have Tony and maybe just Tony, and I think Muisha is a striker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe if let's say if Tony gets a yellow card, well for 28, Tony is nailed on. But if you are transferring, not playing a free hit, and transferring anyone from Brentford, then maybe Wisha could be a good choice, given that Tony is in the risk of getting banned for 2 matches.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe if free hit, then just Tony. But if transferring in, then maybe Wisha.
And from Southampton versus Spurs.
Yeah, Southampton Perraud looks good.
Mhm.
Perraud, I think he didn't play in one of the matches. But yeah, he looks good for Southampton. And yeah, their strikers they are not banging goals, only Ward-Prowse at times.
Yeah. And
Southampton.
from Spurs, you fancy Son or Kane?
Harry Kane, yeah, Harry Kane is a safe pick, I would say. But if you want any midfielder, then I think Son. How did the last game went? Yeah, so Son bagged the goal. I think just before this game as well, not against Wolves, but at some point he bagged the goal. I can't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, maybe it was in. Yeah, Yeah, so Son back the goal as well, but I think Kane would be a safe pick from Spurs. So they're
Okay.
playing Southampton at Southampton away. So Southampton are at the rock bottom, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. So
whether
moving on to the next game from Wolves versus Leeds. Which players would
yeah,
you have?
Wolves versus Leeds. Maybe get Harrison from Leeds.
Bamford maybe.
Um, Brentford. I'm not sure how is he playing. Well, yeah, he bagged the goal last game, but yeah, I think Harrison would be a better pick. He got
Yeah.
bonus as well, goal as well, assist as well. Although he got that on goal, which should have been awarded to March. Anyways,
Yeah.
yes, I think Harrison is in good form. Maybe yeah, you could get Harrison as well. So Wolves, they are not that great in keeping
Mhm.
clean sheets.
Yeah.
They're not that great in scoring goals either.
Yeah.
Um, but if you go through their history at home, they've been banging goals and trying to keep us clean sheets.
Yeah.
Although it was not the case with Bournemouth. So you can never say anything about Wolves. So they can keep a clean sheet. They can score. I mean, they can consider goals. So it could. I think it could be good to have addition. So from Chelsea, I would say get Kepa since they are playing Everton at home.
Yeah.
Everton are not that great threat.
Yeah.
So maybe get Kepa, get Chilwell, get Havertz.
Yeah. Three
Yeah,
franchises. Yeah.
yeah.
With
Apart from Havertz, I don't see any nailed on attacker or midfielder from Chelsea at this moment. Well, even Havertz is not, but he has more chance of getting a goal compared to other attackers from Chelsea.
Mhm.
So yeah, against for this match, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, London Derby. Patrick Vieira again coming back to Arsenal Emirates. Let's see
Yeah.
can if he can do something. But I think it would be good to have three players from Arsenal.
Yeah. And I heard that Crystal Palace they have been conceding goals from right hand side. They
Mm.
have conceded lots more. So
Mm.
Saka he plays left wing. So Saka could haul.
So right hand side, you say. So Crystal Palace they scored. They conceded against Marts, who are from who
Right.
plays from the right,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And before this, they it was Cass. So Cass, I don't know how he scored a goal. It was an on goal actually
yeah, but assist was from Cass. That was from right wing.
from right wing. Yeah.
So who
So
plays right wing on at Arsenal team?
Saka and Odegaard
Yes,
and
so Saka.
And Ben White actually.
Yeah,
But White is kind of rotation risk.
yeah. No, actually no, because Tomiyasu got injured in the last game in Europa
Oh,
League.
okay. So probably keep Ben White.
Maybe
Hmm. Then
instead of
I could as well bring Ben White back. But I'll still keep Zinchenko.
yeah, but when Tomiyasu is fit, White is rotation risk again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But one game point for this game week, those who are playing free transfer, Ben White and Saka, they could be, they could be in the
Yeah,
cheaper seat.
so I'm thinking to keep two guys from the right flank, Odegaard and Saka, and just keep one from the left, just in
Mhm.
case Odegaard, just in case there's something to come from the left hand side as well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if you see Zinchenko, he goes so high line. Sometimes he plays as a center as well, while
yeah.
Arsenal are pushing for the attack. Similar case with while they were playing with against Bournemouth.
Mhm.
So yeah, Zinchenko was going very high line, so he could bag
Yeah,
a
yeah. He takes so many shots just before the D box
yeah,
line, so
yeah, he
he
does.
could he could haul easily. Yeah, maybe it's just a matter of time before he hauls. This was my last game week. Brighton player, they did great job. Mars finally awarded and goal. And Kane, Tony, they also did well. I benched Haaland for that game week for Martinelli,
Yeah,
and there was just two bonus points I could say between them. And yeah, that was my game week. And for this game week, I have not made a transfers yet. So my plan is to go Haaland to Watkins. He blanks, and just because he plays against Liverpool, I think I'll transfer out Haaland and bench the Brighton guys
yeah.
and place against Stupinen. And I think I will transfer out Stupinen
So
and bring in.
you're not playing any bench boost?
No,
Oh, yeah.
I play in Game of 29.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, it's
Yes,
for this one is for 28.
yeah, this is for 28, and Chilwell comes in for Stupinen, and Rashford gets benched. So like this, I'll have all starter. This will be my for 28.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you
and I
have
will
a risk.
play.
Yeah, because you have a risk, Haaland.
Yeah, I have gone with Haaland to Watkins and Stephen to Chilwell. So it will be a 5-3. First time this season I'll be playing in this formation. I have two free transfers for this game week, and Haaland to Watkins and Stephen to Chilwell. Those are the transfers I'll be making. And for game week 29, I will playing yeah, and bench boost I will be playing, so doesn't matter who plays well.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, so
So
in
who
this
will
game,
start 29?
yeah, I'm thinking about bringing in
Havertz.
maybe let's bench Arsenal players. Yeah, okay. So out of these three players, I think I'm going to transfer out Saka, so I could bring back Haaland in game week 30. So Saka to Madison probably, and yeah, and I could bench him, and yeah, these will be three guys. And another transfer I could do is either go back to Zinchenko to Stupinen. I like how Brighton are playing at the moment. They are in great form, and they play Brentford home and Bournemouth away. So I'll be looking to bring at least one more player, maybe Martinelli to you know McAllister for that game week. And yeah, and yeah, this is how it will look like. And in game week 30, uh, I would have 6.8 mil at the bank,
Yeah.
so I could transfer out Tony since he plays Newcastle in 30,
Yeah.
and then go back to Haaland. So still I'll have 2.4 mil at the bank. So this is how my plan is as of now. But I like bringing in Madison this game week instead Haaland to
Yeah.
what.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm also thinking. Well, I do have a Madison, but maybe I could go with Harrison as well.
Hmm.
Jack
Yeah.
Harrison. But
Okay.
yeah, I will have to do my research.
Let's discuss about captain's choice for this game week. Top three players to consider for captaincy this game week.
Kane and
Yeah.
someone from
Arsenal.
someone. Yeah, maybe Saka or Odegaard
Yeah.
on Arsenal's right flank.
Yeah.
And apart from that, who's playing?
Yeah. Those who have Son, Kane, or Arsenal players could
Yeah.
be great choice for captains.
Okay, I did a couple more transfers. I transferred out Luke Shaw and brought in Ben Mee, and then I transferred out Ward and brought in Raya.
Hmm.
Also, I transferred out Madison for Harrison. So maybe I'm not sure about Harrison. He bagged a
Mhm.
goal and assist. It was against Brighton. It was after a long time, so
Yeah.
even Leeds are not in good form. Plus, they are facing Arsenal away in the next game week as well.
Mhm.
So I'm a bit skeptical about Harrison. But
Yeah.
yeah, apart from this, I think I can go. I can go with this team because even Leicester, then they are not in a good form. If you see Leicester, they are four
Yeah.
games
Lost in 4 games.
losing streak. Yeah, that's why I thought of transferring out Madison. Well, I've still got money, so maybe I can go with some good midfielder. I don't know. I will have to think. Probably Almiron. Yeah, Almiron also could be a good pick.
Yeah.
Away against Nottingham Forest and a double game week then after.
I kept him for so many game weeks, even after he started
Yeah,
blanking.
yeah,
And so I recently got rid of him in my wildcard team. So
yeah.
for me, I will not be looking to bring.
Oh, you won't be bringing him.
Yeah, Almiron.
Okay, so maybe I will bring him then.
Yeah, it could be a great differential though.
Yeah,
Not in our league also. Not many guys will have Almiron. So
yeah, yeah.
if we look at from the differential perspective, we could be you know
Yeah,
good.
and even after 29, they have good fixtures.
Yeah.
Like 2-3, only top fixtures after that is when they're facing Arsenal.
But the thing is, he could be, rotated. If you look at the last game week, I think he was substituted.
Okay. Yeah, he
Last
played
game week,
only 22 minutes against Wolves, but still bagged a goal.
goal. Yeah,
In the
he came
previous,
up
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
scored a goal. So
made
he,
his.
he could still be benched, if he didn't start the game.
Mm, yeah, of
That's a
course.
that's a risk.
Yeah. So who else could be a good pick? Probably what I could do is go with Jensen and then remove Tony and
Mhm.
then probably get Harry Kane. I could do this as well. Just because Tony is yellow card is on yellow card risk. But in the next game week to get three Brighton players, I would have to do some minus. Yeah,
I think three from Brighton, is a
is a must.
must. Yeah,
Yeah,
because of the fixes they got in 29 and the way they are playing, their midfield looks phenomenal. Those three,
yeah, yeah.
McAllister, March, and it's so hard to pick two
Yeah,
out of them. So Mitoma ownership looks very high. So if he falls, then the red arrow is gonna be used.
his
Since
deadline
but
is on Saturday morning 5:30 a.m.
oh
But
wow,
late night in your time zone.
yeah, it's late night. It's midnight actually tonight.
Yeah,
Okay, thanks for joining in and
yeah,
good
no,
luck in this
yeah.
game week.
Okay. All
Thank you. Bye bye.
right, bye.
Thank you for watching. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it and let us know in the comments what your team looks like for this game week. And see you in the next game week. Bye bye.